welcome to episode 3 of the dating game. This one is actually going to be filmed. My lovely guest here actually talked me into putting a video with the audio, so I hope everyone enjoys. Don't know if it's going to be an ongoing thing, but we'll see what happens. So today is January 31st, and I have with me today your name.
I'm Julie.
Julie. Thanks for joining us, Julie. Hoping to have a great show with you today. Actually, it is today. It's early morning. It's like after midnight.
Yes.
So a little bit about Julie. As you guys can see in the background, we're at Julie's house right now on location. And Julie's a little bit of an artist. And she likes to, how long have you been painting for? Or being an artist in general?
I don't want to say because then it's going to age me
Oh,
my
okay.
entire life.
Entire life. Got you. She's actually 17. No, I'm kidding.
That's going to get other people in trouble.
Whoop, whoop. But yeah, so she's got a work in progress behind us with the Wu-Tang logo. And I'm excited to see how it ends up because she's definitely got some talent. Any other plans for that? You get to put some more color on there or some more detail? You don't know yet?
Who knows? It depends on what mood I'm in tomorrow.
Got you. Just waiting for some inspiration. I got it.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So how about you tell us a little bit more about yourself? Your art, your modeling career, all that stuff, when you were growing up.
Okay. Well, I grew up in the D.C. area in Cabin John.
Mm-hmm.
I've been modeling since I was about 18 months old. Just
pretty young.
Yeah, but very part-time. I won a Johnson & Johnson
Could you even walk then?
contest. Yeah, at 18 months. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is like Gerber type stuff? Gerber
Johnson
baby?
& Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was their Baby of the Year contest.
Oh,
I didn't win the grand prize, but I won enough. And so I did like an American Girls collection catalog and some other stuff. I don't remember most of it when I was young, but I stopped in my awkward years. And then I picked it up a little bit more full-time in my 20s. And it's been my fallback move ever since. If I don't want to do a 9-to-5 or if I just need a side hustle, that's what I do.
Okay, so no 9-to-5 for you right now.
Correct, yes. And same with the art, also very side hustle kind of a thing. I went to college for art.
Okay.
And that's when I really got into painting more than ever. So
what did you learn in those classes? I mean, like, how did they teach you art? You had the knack for it, or the fundamentals?
Well, actually, it's funny. According to an IQ test, I should be terrible at art because I don't have good spatial relationship skills.
Right.
But I've always loved it. So the fact that I practiced ever since I was a very little kid helped. And then in college, they gave me a new perspective on how to see things and how to realistically paint them, which is the type of painting I normally do.
Gotcha.
Not just, although I do like graphic design, I do more than just logo.
Yeah, I've seen some of your other paintings you've done.
Paintings that are supposed to look like photos, right? Yes.
Once again,
paintings from photos, too.
Artistic interpretation. But you've done some of Ludacris, I saw, Michael Jackson. Batman!
Method Man and Redman. Some I don't own anymore, but they're up on my portfolio. I did one of Nas's little brother, Jungle. He is also a musician. Uchiwali.
Uchiwali Bang Bang.
Right. Let's see. I know I'm missing some too. But that's, I do a lot of hip-hop artists. Lil Wayne, I did his mugshot. That's one of my favorite paintings, actually.
Yeah, so you're dropping a lot of, celebrity names out there with these photos. Why is that? You got some kind of link there?
Well, I'm working on a collection for an art show of hip-hop artists, but also, yes, I used to work in the hip-hop industry. So I don't know all of those people. Some of them I've worked for or with or just friends or other types of relationships that I know them through.
Okay. Have you like ever sold any of your work, or
Yes.
has it been like commissioned? Someone kept it, like it was like a little side project. That someone was like, "Oh my god, I love this! I got to have it. Can I have it?"
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah. Sometimes, like, I sold a lot of paintings when I was younger to a guy that just had a thing for me. So he kept trying to see me by buying paintings. That was awesome.
That's one way of doing it.
Yeah, he went broke though. I haven't seen him since.
Oh damn.
And also people commission portraits.
Right.
Mostly people I know. And then sometimes every once in a while I'll sell a painting. I have an Obama painting that.
Did you meet Obama?
No, I've never met him. No. But I am a fan.
Wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a painting that has been. I've been offered money from several people for it, but not enough.
Okay.
Yeah, that hangs prominently in my workout area where I do my video every day.
Cool. That the one you're working on getting all the signatures for?
No, that's the Wu-Tang
Okay.
painting.
All right.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. So you met all these superstars and celebrities when you say you're working in the industry.
Yes.
So can we talk about that a little bit? Like, what were you doing in the
A
industry?
little bit,
Yeah, a
yes.
little bit? I
Yeah,
know
as long
it's,
as they protect the innocent.
Got you.
And myself, too.
No one wants
not
to be
being the
sued.
innocent. Tell me about it, yeah. But also, I worked for great people, and I don't want to get anyone.
Understandable.
Um,
Well, let me ask you this: like, how did you get into it, though? I mean, cause sometimes you
Okay.
can just like walk up to a business one day and say, "Hey, I want to work in this industry for doing this." I mean, you have to have known someone, right?
right, well, a lot of people do it like that
Oh, really?
and get rejected.
Oh, well.
Because those people hear that 100 times a day. Hey, I want to work with you. Okay, cool. Who are you? I don't give a shit. No, but I started working actually with Wu-Tang. That was one of my first clients, I guess, or some of the guys. I was doing flyers for my cousin's secretary who did Sundays at Club Zanzibar, Sunday brunches. And I met one of the guys' managers that evening. He happened to perform that night at the club.
Yeah.
And so we were smoking a blunt on the roof since I was kind of helping out with the brunch there. And a couple of the managers took him up there. So he found out I did the flyers for the event, and things just kind of went from there. They came back into town a few weeks later, and I only knew that one member. I didn't know who Wu-Tang was, to be honest, but
Right.
I knew who that one member was. And that manager recognized me after the show, and he was like, yeah, come hang out. And I ended up smoking with a guy in a corner. He had the biggest blunt, so I gravitated towards him. And he turned out to be one of the other members. I had no idea, but I found out a few hours later, like, oh, cool. And so I became fast friends with a couple of them, basically, and things went from there. Once Wu-Tang is on your resume, it helps to get more work.
Gotcha. I would think so.
Yeah, and with the modeling, that helps too. Having photos out there. Back when there was MySpace, and now through Facebook.
You going
and,
that far back?
Yeah, well, I've been around for a while.
I think you're dating yourself now. A little bit.
No, not too badly. Okay, so, but I would randomly get contacted by musicians wanting to work with me, either because of my artwork or my headshots, but probably the headshots more.
Okay.
So,
Cool. All right. So I'm kind of gonna ask the same question again. I mean, like, you dropped a lot of big names. You told us how you started working for them. Did you have any other, connects? As far as getting in there. I mean, like, so it really seems like you.
I'm Jewish, so obviously I've got
Yeah, it seems like
family connected to the music industry,
Okay. Just
or
music?
the movie, or whatever.
Oh, music and movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Can you drop a few little credits for us, something like that, or is that?
Reefer Madness. that's an old school. That's about 100-year-old reference right there. Talk about old school.
Okay. Check it out, guys. Look up on YouTube, Reefer Madness, and apparently,
Yeah, well, a lot of people should know who it or what that movie is. It's referenced in a lot of other movies. It's the first propaganda anti-weed movie that the government made.
right?
But so my family has been in the industry for a long time, in the movie industry.
Okay.
My great aunt actually had the first hair studio on a studio set, or hairdressing chair on a studio set at MGM. So she was technically the first Hollywood hairdresser.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And so I still have family in the industry. My grandfather's cousin is still working at age 96, I think he is. So
I'll be a movie star, celebrity. Think I got
a
what it
lot of
takes?
people want to be a celebrity. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I don't care about them. You think I got what it takes? Me, check out that chin. Well, you,
Well, you got to keep filming your podcasts.
I suppose I do.
How are you going to be a celebrity if no one can see that face?
That's true. That's right. I got there in Vogue.
No, don't do that. No. That's not going to help you. But we'll work on that later.
All right, cool. Bet. So, all right, so movies and music, entertainment.
Yeah. Oh.
Sound like you were born for it.
Yeah, music. I mean, there's 6 connections to Kevin Bacon or something like that, right?
Is that a movie? Or are you talking about it's actually
That's
6
like a
connections?
game,
Oh.
like from the 80s, or everyone was connected to Kevin Bacon somehow.
Isn't that George Washington?
No,
No?
it's Kevin Bacon. It's the Kevin Bacon game.
Oh, never.
Google that too. It's a thing. Trust me. My
Okay.
Kevin Bacon game is strong, by the way.
Don't tell me, tell them.
2 connections. Yes, through his mother. Anyway, so, yeah, music industry. I've got family connections.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't want to name names there though.
Got it. Okay. All right. So now, as far as like your job now, or then, or whatever it was, we talked a little bit about this, and I'll kind of let you take the lead on this because it's more interesting to hear what you do to pay those bills.
Well, are we talking pre-COVID or now or
We're talk-
both?
Well, let's start kind of from the beginning. We'll talk pre-COVID. So,
Okay.
PC, and then we'll get to the BC, which is DC, which is during COVID. 'Cause
Okay.
we're not out of COVID yet.
Well, okay, so for the past 2 years before COVID hit, I was dating for money.
Now, what's that mean?
So I would charge money to, like, hourly to go on a date in public, always.
Okay.
Always in public.
So not in
And
like back alleys.
no,
Not
not an escort.
All right.
Kind of a thing.
High class. Or more
Yeah,
upscale.
well, I mean, obviously high class because it's, but yeah, it's, I mean, and sometimes a casual date, but yeah, it was very. The only thing I ever did was hug.
Gotcha.
It wasn't
So
like that. It was
as involved as it got was just a hug, basically. Like,
yeah, it was more for conversation or to pick my ear or, I mean, a lot of people had different reasons to, even though I would converse with them before the date for quite a while to make sure they understood
what it was.
exactly. In the back of their head, I think a lot of the guys still thought maybe, well, something might happen.
Right.
But yeah, there was a lot of different reasons. And then I'd, of course, have to filter out guys,
Yeah.
most of the guys that thought, they're still going to get laid and made it obvious.
Right.
So,
They thought they was that good. They can just slip on past under the radar.
right, yeah.
But you're all about the business, though.
Exactly. And I have a very good gut feeling. Like I'm pretty street smart when it comes to people's bullshit. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You can say it.
Okay. So it's not something I think that every female can handle, but I can easily weed them out.
Right.
Yeah.
So how'd you get into that, and how did they find you?
So, okay, this is gonna sound bad, but I was worried about the bills one day, a few weeks after I kicked out my ex-husband, and I googled sugar daddy, and a website came up, and it was awful. But it took me to another website.
It was like a porn website. Just kidding. But go ahead.
No, it was for what I do. It's like a dating website, but you have to the men have to pay to talk to the women in the first place, and then after that they decide on a price.
Got it.
And it's in writing on the website. There's safety measures in place and so forth.
So there's like a list of like kind of like you go like to McDonald's and you get number 1, number 2, and then here's what the price is for what you want or what you're looking for, or do you set the price?
They bid, and or I can offer
Okay.
a price to them, but there's no set price, and there's also there's a limit because it's not earned money, it's a gift.
Gotcha.
And legally you can only receive $500 or less as a gift without having to report it. So that's
Okay, so how often were you going on these dates? I mean, because like I said, you got a house here, you got bills to pay. So was this like every day? Was it like once a week?
well, this was not fully paying my mortgage.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. I would have to be doing more than just going on dates to to make that work. I have investments in place. This was to supplement that and some other hustles too.
Some pocket change. Got it.
Right. Well, not just pocket change, but like phone bill, food for the kids, stuff like that. So it depended on the time of year, how hard my hustle was, how lazy I was feeling. Between one date a week and like I've gone on maybe like 17 or 18, I think, in a week. I've definitely had 4 or 5 meals in a day a few times.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do these dates usually consist of? Like just like dinner? Is it brunch? Or
More than often, it's a dinner date
dinner date?
or a
Okay.
lunch date.
Okay.
Yeah. People talk about going to fun places, but they always BS and they end up flaking, and I don't go
Yeah.
out with them. A lot of people flake, actually. It's more flakes than not.
Fun places like putt.
Right, yeah, or the golf, Top Golf. I've never been to the golf place, but...
You never been
like,
to Topgolf?
No.
It's a fun place. You got to go sometime.
Yeah, I'm nervous about throwing out my shoulder.
Huh. Okay.
And because I'm double jointed, and I don't want to ruin my push-up game.
Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Got to keep those arms looking strong.
exactly. To scare away the bad dates.
Right. Okay. So they find you online, and you set the price, or the website sets the price.
No, not the website. Either the man sets the price or I set the price. It's whoever offers, and then we agree. We can barter back and forth.
Okay.
It's a negotiation.
Now, how do you get paid? How do you receive payment? Do they give you this like up front? Is like go through
On the date.
On the date.
Yeah, some women require it up front, but a lot of men are scared of being scammed, and that's a good way to get scammed.
Right.
So I
When you get up
trust.
front.
Yeah,
Okay.
I trust that they're going to pay me at the date.
Now I've
And
noticed.
this only happened one time where I didn't get paid, and he was an extremely old man.
So you went through the whole date and didn't, because you waited.
It was 10 minutes or so, and he, even though I made it clear the entire time, we met at a Starbucks at a hotel,
Okay.
and he thought he was getting some. Even though like I said, I made it, as always, perfectly clear, but
Yeah.
he, I think, had a little bit of a mental issue in addition to being extremely elderly.
Okay. A little bit of Alzheimer's.
So I
or
just
something?
something, something going on. I'm not, but
Okay, yeah.
so I, of course, just let it go. I was very upset, but
Yeah.
what can you do?
Yeah, you wasted your time.
Right? Yeah, not just the 10 minutes, but
Yeah, you getting
a
there.
few
you-
hours.
yeah,
Right?
You getting
Exactly.
ready, getting all dolled up. I got it. So we went over how you get paid, what you were doing, how you met these men, and the time frames that you would be with them for. Now, trying to think here. What did you when you went on these dates? Like I said, what would happen? Like, give us like a regular, general scenario as far as like what would happen on these dates, because I'm sure people want to know like how do these go,
A mixture of ways. So I'll tell you kind of a short, funny story. My first date, this guy took me. He was 24, first of all, which is much younger than I am. There we go. I aged myself. Are you happy now?
That was on you.
Actually, no. He was 23.
Okay.
Okay. And he took me to a very, very romantic restaurant with like rose petals on the table,
Oh, wow.
curtains that made each table private that you could close.
Nice.
Right, extremely romantic.
Remember the name of the place?
I don't. I remember it was right by Union Station. It was like a few blocks away, downtown DC.
Cool.
So, and he was a Mormon kid. He had just moved here from Colorado.
He was a Mormon?
Yes,
I
very,
almost skipped over that.
very much like little kid in a big city,
city,
kind
yeah.
of a feel. And so he's walking me to the train station after, not Union Station, but all the way to Chinatown, and we pass right there on Massachusetts Avenue, a very main street in DC, right by the train station, Union Station.
Right.
There's a gay couple having sex just on the sidewalk. I've never seen anything like that, not in DC, New York, nowhere, like
Yeah.
just out there. And it was maybe 10 o'clock on a Friday or a Saturday. I can't remember which. Plenty of people walking around.
Yeah.
Not a lot past there. It was an office building. But anyway, it was, scared him. And that was probably my funniest date. I wish I had other funny ones. He ended up stalking me for a while, though.
What's a while? And how was he stalking you? Like, was he outside of your window? Was he sending you?
I hope not. I don't think so, because he should not know where I live. But he kept messaging me on different platforms, asking if we could go out again, and asking me if I had a boyfriend. And I told him I did, and he said, "I hope you guys break up." And just
That's forward.
right. And his whole purpose in dating me was to kind of learn how to date in DC.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he didn't accomplish that because he kind of sucked.
So it was only one date, and he sucked from that one date, and then he started stalking you.
Yeah, he contacted me maybe 20 times over a year, trying to get another date with me, like even pay
Gotcha.
for another date. But I
What-
obviously didn't. That was not worth the money.
Why was he so bad? He wouldn't do a second date with him.
Because he acted like he was too into me after the date.
Oh, like he actually wanted to date you.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Like he was going
Well,
to take you away from the life and take care of you.
yes. I just got a vibe. Yeah, and it was a correct vibe because he ended up stalking me after I politely told him
Right.
no. So I knew he was a little
Yeah. Like you say, he's a Mormon.
domineering.
He's probably fresh to all of it and got love struck.
Right. And I know the Mormon culture. I went to school in Utah for 3 years. I don't want to say I know it. I'm not.
Yeah, you're familiar with it.
I'm right. I'm a little bit more than the average Joe here.
Gotcha. Yes, what I wanted to interject a little while ago was like with the whole paying up front. I've noticed that, especially now with like Snapchat and Tinder and like that, because I have no
Tinder.
Well,
People are paying?
well, no. Well, what happens on Tinder is a lot of girls now, I don't know if it's because of the time we're in or because of COVID and people lost their jobs, but a lot of girls now that are on Tinder and they have an OnlyFans page. And it's a way for them to get money. Now, I don't know if you guys know what OnlyFans is, but I'll quickly touch on it. If I miss anything, go ahead and feel free to fill it in.
Oh, because I have an OnlyFans page, right?
Well, there you go. Yeah.
Well, that's why I just wanted to make that.
Yeah. And we'll touch on that too,
Right.
Because you're the perfect candidate for this. No, that sounds wrong. But
I kind of am with the whole background anyway. The
Right.
art and the modeling and the marketing. I did marketing for
yeah,
musicians as well.
all skills that you need.
Right.
So what the girls will do now is they will post their profile on Tinder, and they'll put like their Snapchat under their profile, and then that sends, once you go to their Snapchat, you add them on there, then they have like their advertisements and ways of enticing you to follow their OnlyFans. Now you can figure out how they're going to entice you. Of course, they're going to tease you a little bit with the pictures and the videos they post on there. But the thing is, I've noticed that I've never actually engaged in any of that because that's not what I'm into. That's not what I do. Since I'm in the tech field, I do like to try to stay abreast of what's going on in the tech field. So what I think what's happening is I think there's actually guys on there who are stealing other girls' pictures and videos, sometimes from OnlyFans or from wherever, and they're creating their own Snapchat accounts in the hopes of tricking other guys to prepay for their services.
Oh, I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, because the thing is, once you prepay, that money is good as gone, you
Right.
know, and you can't get it back. So, and there's no way of finding out where that person is or where they live. I mean, there probably is, but you have to be a hacker, you know?
Right.
So that's what I was getting into about with the whole prepaying thing that you were, well, you say you weren't doing, but other girls would do, and people got, you know, scammed. So it's still happening today, I would assume.
Well, I think a lot of times maybe it was the girl. They just were using their own photos and not showing up.
Also possible, very possible.
But maybe I'm too trusting. Maybe I just assumed it could be.
Yeah, it could be some big dude in his mom's basement.
It probably is now that I think about it.
Yeah, and that's why, you know, the guys, we gotta be smarter out there. You know, we gotta be smart with this when you're pursuing the females, because they'll do what they gotta do to make that money. And I know what you guys are out there trying to get, but you know, just be smart about it. Your money's hard earned, so you know, make sure it's going towards a good cause. Not saying your cause isn't good. I'm just saying that don't get scammed. So,
Hey, I'm a good cause.
You're definitely not scamming people.
No, there's a meme going around about how you
it
pay for
Bernie
her. About how you pay for her OnlyFans page and it's all recipes once you get on it or something,
Damn.
or it's like cooking tips or something.
That's actually kind of smart.
Yeah, but then you don't get repeats,
Yeah, I
and
guess
you don't
so.
get tips, and that's really like
Now,
you
how-
can't charge more than $20 or $50. I think.
Yeah, how does all that work? Because I have no idea how that works.
So you can do it by charging anywhere, I think between 0 and 50, I believe, is the highest.
Okay, and that's a
Amount
subscription.
as
for,
a
like, per month.
subscription per month, correct?
Now, is it like, what's the subscription as far as like, is it 3 months, 6 months, a year? Are they locked into a certain time?
It's per month, and you can run specials
Okay.
on your page as a page owner. 6 months for 40% off or so forth, and then they're locked into it. Otherwise, I don't know if there is an option to lock into more than 1 month at a time. I assume there is, but why would you if you're not getting a discount?
Right.
But it is automatic renewal unless you go in and stop it. So,
Okay.
and then you can get money as a page owner through another variety of ways through pay-per-view messages, which is sending a message and you have to pay X amount of money to unlock the video or the photo. You can do a campaign where you say, I'm trying to raise $50 to unlock a video or a photo that's on your page posted, much like Instagram or the old school MySpace, and a little bit more like that is the layout. And then you can also get tips underneath photos or videos that are posted where it's unlocked already, but viewers are feeling generous and tip you.
Okay.
And then people can also request videos or photos. That's another way, but that's kind of like a pay-per-view message. And then you can also go live and get money that way, which is not something I've ever done.
Got it. All right. Would you do it? Are you thinking about doing that, or?
I do not want to go live because there's a lot of stuff I won't do, and I don't want to be put in a situation where I have to keep saying no and look like
Yeah.
a jerk.
Yeah, like a prude. Got it.
Right, which I'm not, but in that world, I might be considered one because it can get really freaky, I'm sure.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I bet.
I haven't looked at other women's pages, but just knowing how the universe works. Yeah.
Now, is there on the website? How do they make their money? I mean, I'm assuming they take a cut of what you make, or do you pay
They take
them?
20%.
So
Yeah.
All right. So if you charge $10, they get 20% of $10.
Yes.
Okay. So it's kind of like a. No, I guess barber chair you pay rent, but yeah, 20%.
They're
20%.
like, yeah, more than an agent.
Yeah, that is kind of high. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pushing that law right there. There's a law when it comes to how much agents can make.
Man.
At least in the music industry. I don't know about the rest of the world. I only know music.
Now, what about your content? As far as like, how often do you put out content? Do you have to put out content a certain amount per week, per month, or is it just whatever you want to do?
It's whatever you want to do. I try to at least twice a week on average, at least.
Okay. And you're putting out what? Just pictures or videos or?
Mostly pictures, sometimes videos. Usually videos I charge for in one way or another.
Have you done any like videos for request?
No,
No?
I haven't.
Okay.
I would be willing to if it's a request that I would be willing to do.
Got it.
Most requests have something to do with another person, and that's not something I'll do for legal reasons and other reasons.
Like being a third in someone's? No, that's different.
No, but having someone else on my page.
Oh, like another OnlyFans girl. Or
Another guy or a girl.
Oh, okay, got
Yeah.
you. Got
Most of the requests are to see me do something with a guy. Actually, all of them. Other than personal requests.
Uh-huh.
All filmed requests have been requests that I would need to, like, go grab someone else, another guy for.
Let's get it.
What are you doing later? No. New
Can't afford
requests.
me.
No.
I charge 40%.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I'll find someone else.
So yeah, that's interesting with that OnlyFans stuff. So with the OnlyFans, how often do you, talk to your fans? How much do you, not associate, but like, how much do you engage them?
Couple times a week. I just check my messages. A lot of them are just content with seeing what I post and making some comments, and
Right.
some I interact with. Not a lot. More than a few of them I know in real life. Guys that knew me from high school or old jobs. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of talking to them on Instagram or something, or Facebook. It's just a regular conversation most of the time, even.
Right.
But yeah, I try to check it a couple times a week, usually when I'm by myself, so I can concentrate and I'm not distracted.
Okay. Now we're gonna, drop your details in a bit, not just yet. Kind of want the guys running off to go looking at your page right now. Need them to keep listening, but yeah, keep on listening. And Julie's gonna drop her details where you can find her on OnlyFans and also her Instagram.
Why'd you say it like it was so much less than her Instagram? I have good shit there too.
Yeah, of course. I've seen it. It's good stuff on there. You also work out a lot, like a lot. I don't know how you do it. I don't know
You can tell?
I can tell. I don't know where you get the energy from, but that's a lot of energy. You're kind of amazing when it comes to that. How many times a day do you work out? On average?
On average,
Yeah.
3
3 times a day.
times a day.
And for like how
Currently, 3. About 45 minutes on average. Sometimes, between 45 minutes and an hour.
long? Got it.
Yeah.
So you gotta keep the body looking tight, looking right.
Yeah, that too.
Okay.
But also, I want to, be able to fight like a ninja
Oh.
in
Okay.
case the aliens or the zombies attack or whatever.
You been doing a lot of battling lately? Or you just getting ready for it? Just
Not
in
on
case?
purpose.
No?
No,
Okay.
yeah, no. No, but it's really not only about looking good. It
Yeah,
makes
it's
me
health.
feel good. I like feeling like a superwoman, and it's fun.
Okay.
Good endorphins.
Right.
I love endorphins.
I think we all like dolphins.
Sometimes I have to put down the weed and find another way to feel happy.
Right. There's Pharrell's song. 'Cause I'm happy.
No, you can't. He's very sensitive about that.
Is he?
His
That
production.
song? Or
Right.
just in general?
Trust me. He won't let me post anything on Instagram
Oh, well.
with his music. Pharrell.
Well, that's mostly
If you're
everybody.
listening,
But he's got some good tracks
shout out
too.
to Julian at Warner.
Oh, there you go, Julian. Got your shout out. So yeah. So let's get a little bit more like the dating, because we haven't talked about dating, and this is the dating game. So right now, what's your status? You single? You got a relationship, situationship? You got a little boo? You got a little side thing?
I have
happening?
all of them.
You got everything.
Can I say, yeah? Wait, no.
You're busy.
We'll say single situationships.
Plural?
No,
You said
I'm single.
ships.
We'll just say I'm single. I'm single.
Oh, you said situationships. Like you got ships in the port.
Yes,
You got ships in the port.
I have ships in the port.
Got it. All right, cool. All right, but anyway, she's single, guys, so look out for her. Maybe you'll change.
I'm
your
ready
mind.
to mingle.
And ready to mingle. That's almost like a dad joke, but you're a female.
Oh no, I tell lots of them. Yeah, very corny.
It's cool. That's cute. It's good. Helps keep
Thanks.
things lighthearted. But yeah, I mean, we was talking yesterday about ghosting and how you thought you might have been ghosted,
Yes.
and we're definitely gonna get into that. And I know I told you that I wasn't gonna make you look crazy, but
I did a good job of it myself.
exactly that's what I was getting at. So so what happened? What made you think you got ghosted?
Because I didn't hear from someone for 48 hours that I
48. What?
but that I had been speaking to
Mm-hmm.
on a regular enough basis that had responded more quickly than that in the past. And I was asking about weekend plans,
Okay.
which took a fair amount of planning on my part in order to make it happen,
Okay.
if it was going to happen.
Got it.
And then I saw that this person had read a message from me on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew that they saw that I had been trying to contact them. They just had not contacted me back yet.
Now, does this person? Don't you have like their cell phone number? You couldn't send them a text. You always communicate through Instagram.
Well, I did send a text.
Oh, she sent a text and a text on Instagram.
I had Instagrammed them about something unrelated, something related to their work,
Okay.
on Wednesday morning. And then Wednesday evening, I thought about the weekend and asked about...
The singer. I'm just messing with you. You said the weekend.
Oh. So, sorry, you threw me off there for a second. So
What
when the weekend plans weren't answered, when the weekend plans question wasn't answered, I started to think that they didn't want to see me this weekend, and got in my head.
How long, when you first thought that, how long were you into this 48-hour process that you thought that?
24, but let me
Was it a
also
full 24?
Yes, it was. But also let me say the last thing I had texted this person was something about kind of missing them.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought this person thought maybe I wanted to like bun them up or something, which is not what I meant by the text
So how long
at all.
How long you known this person?
Personally known this person
I mean, that's the
is
kind of-
well, I know, but you know what I mean when I say that because it's kind of different,
I
different situation. I've known them a month now.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
So you know them a month, and you send them a text saying you kind of miss them.
Yes. We had spent a lot of time together. When we do spend time together, we're together the whole time.
Attached at the hip.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah. And so we had just spent 3 entire days together attached to the hip. And I came back to my house.
So you didn't feel some sort of way about saying something like that so soon?
No, because I'm honest about how I feel always. Well, almost always. I know when it's inappropriate sometimes, but even when it's inappropriate,
Right.
I often still say how I feel. I don't like to filter myself.
Now, you know, guys typically aren't good at with our feelings and kind of telling the women how we feel unless we've known you for a while, or sometimes guys just don't care. But you know, we won't always reciprocate that, and that's a risk you run saying something like that.
I understand that this particular person, they found me a couple of months ago on
lost?
Instagram and felt comfortable enough telling me that they had been looking at my picture every day and so forth. So I felt okay saying that, because when someone tells you they've been looking at your picture every day for 2 months, it's cool saying, you know,
Okay.
that's why I felt comfortable.
That sounds a little creepy. That someone's been
It
looking at your
does,
picture
doesn't
for,
it?
for
Yeah,
2 months.
I know, right? But it's not a creepy person. He's not creepy.
No,
Yeah,
Nah.
I mean he is a little bit.
We're all a little creepy.
We are, yeah. I'm a little creepy. I like it. Sometimes a little creepy is nice.
Right. I mean, if you're crazy, I guess, but I'm joking.
We've both established after the paragraph I wrote yesterday that I'm crazy.
Yeah. You kind of went from 0 to 60 on that whole thing.
Yeah, but it was also being like personally insulted. It was my pride more than anything.
Right.
As much as I kind of feel like an asshole saying that, it was mostly about pride. Like, how dare he ghost me?
Right.
It was my first true ghosting.
But like, well, I mean, let's go back to the time frame. I mean, like, this is just 48 hours. It's only 2 days. I mean, like, a lot can happen in 2 days. I mean,
I
like,
demand immediacy. Well, it turns out this person is doing about 5 different projects right now for work. So,
right.
big things.
So, I mean, did you know that beforehand?
Kind of.
But you didn't consider that beforehand.
No, because I'm still important too.
But I mean,
I'm an important project.
Okay, but
I'm the most important project. No, yeah, I mean, I did, but still, I got into my feelings. So,
I mean, that's par for the course as far as females go. Sometimes, not all of them, but some of them, they love and they love hard, or they like and they like hard, or they miss and they miss hard.
it
But
wasn't about that, though. It was more about pride. That was me being so upset. I wasn't missing him hard. I just felt comfortable saying that. Because I have a picture of him in my house. That's going to sound weird now.
yep,
Damn
totally
it.
does.
Because of a different thing. But anyway,
I wonder if he's gonna hear this.
No,
No?
no,
What if he does?
he won't.
But what if he does?
Well, if he does, I don't care anyway.
Okay.
Because he already knows.
All right, but I'm just
So
saying.
I'm pretty open.
No, I mean, like, you know.
Screw
'cause
it.
how-
I'm gonna send this to you, okay? You're gonna hear it.
I mean, like, how open were you with him? You know?
What's up?
How open were you with him before now? I mean, like,
Oh, yeah, I'm
are
pretty
you being more
open.
open with me in the
No,
situation?
I am always who I am,
Okay.
unless I'm in court.
Okay. So you're in court often. You stabbing people?
No, no, no. I
Okay.
divorce court
Hiding by? Oh, okay.
and a small weed charge in Virginia back when it was.
Well, don't incriminate yourself.
It was in Virginia.
Well,
This is not Virginia.
they might be looking for you. You never know.
No, no. I had a good lawyer.
Okay.
Good enough.
Perry Mason.
Yeah, he was decent. He kind of sucks, but he was fine.
Got it.
He was cheap.
Cool. But so yeah, I mean, like, so what's that going to? What kind of picture do you think that's painting for you and him down the road? As far as like, all right, so 48 hours went by. I'm texting him, whatever, telling him how I feel, and I feel like I'm being disrespected because I'm not hearing from you. Because surely it's bound to happen again. You've known him for a month.
Well, now I understand, and I'm not. I'll be more chill about it.
So how many days does he get? Like, if this happens again, how many days you gonna give him? You get 3 days, 5 days, a week?
Damn. I don't know. However crazy I'm feeling at the time.
Okay.
Or at least, I'll give him at least 5.
At least 5 days.
5.
Okay. You got
Yeah.
5 days. Whatever 5 days and hours
But don't
is.
take the whole 5.
Okay.
no.
Just take the 4 3/4.
No.
Hey,
Take
you
like,
gave him 5. You can't tell him.
take like 30 minutes.
No. You gave him 5 days. He can use the full 5 days.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Don't be reneging.
I worry about people's safety. But I do truly.
Yeah, I
you
got
were you were running a little bit late, and I was actually worried. Like, I hope he didn't get stopped or something. And I texted you. Remember?
Yeah. I remember.
I didn't care that you were late. I was worried because you were late.
I got
I'm
you.
like a mom.
Yeah, I got friends like that too, and family. But I got a friend of mine. He'll just hit me up sometimes, like, "Hey, you okay? You good?" I'm like, "If I'm not, what are you gonna do? I mean, can you come and get me? Are you gonna help me out? If I can't get to my phone, what are you really gonna be able to do for me? Because I can't answer your question if I'm good or not. Either I'm gonna show up alive somewhere or I'm not. So
Can use my A1 membership or no AAA. I
AAA?
mean. Yeah.
I know I'm good. I know I take care of myself. But that's the thing. Like, I'm a lone wolf. I'm a maverick. So I'm good. Nothing to worry about me. But
That's how I
the
am
thing is
too.
with me though, like, I always stick to what I say, and I always, whatever I say I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it. Only caveat is I'm probably gonna be late. That's just a product of being black. So if I say I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there. I don't know if the sun's gonna be up, but I'm just gonna be there.
Well, I'll probably be a little bit late too. That's a product of my hair.
Got mine too. Mine too. I don't want to hear it.
I offered you a blotting sheet. That shine is killing me.
Got that Afro sheen. The soul glow. Okay.
Wow.
So we're coming up on the last 15-ish minutes of the show, Julie, and it's been nothing but fun from you. I'm hoping to have you back on again, but usually what I'm trying to do is leave it to the audience to let us know if they want to have so-and-so back on. So definitely put it in the comments, find a way to contact me, not in a creepy stalker way. That's for her. But let us know or let me know, because I'm just a one-man team right now.
Can I interject really quick?
You may.
If you're going to be a creepy stalker, at least subscribe to the OnlyFans page.
That's right. And how can they find you on OnlyFans, Julie?
Well, my name on OnlyFans is Julie the Jew, JulieTheJew. So it's onlyfans.com / Julie the Jew.
Okay. That's just Julie the Jew. That's what you told me the other day.
What's that?
Your OnlyFans. You said that's just Julie the Jew.
Julie the Jew.
Oh, that's just was in conversation.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was part of your name. Okay.
Oh, man. Who's the stoner now?
Still you. And how can they find you on the gram?
Julie the Jew for real.
Gotcha. And there's 2 R's in that 4 in the real.
Correct. It's JulieThejeWForReal.
Cool. Now, don't go running away yet to go look at her page, damn it. We still got a little bit of time left in this little...
And I'm going to flash you at the end, so stay tuned. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe.
Maybe she will.
So wait until the end and we'll see.
But yeah.
Just kidding. He's going to flash you.
So I always try to end off the show with a funny story, a crazy story. I know you touched on the guy the Mormon guy, that stalked you, but I know you gotta have something else in repertoire. I mean, you got a couple of years on this earth, So what else you got in there for us?
Well, the word repertoire actually sparked a story for me. Okay,
What's in the repertoire?
Well, maybe. Okay, so celebrity. Happened to be sleeping at my apartment at the time one night. Not
just sleeping.
Just sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in from not out of town, but he had done a radio show and he lived a couple of hours away. So he crashed above the covers in my bed, fully clothed except his shoes. That's it. I was fully clothed.
Was he just tired, or was he been drinking or smoking?
Just tired. Like, we had been smoking, but we were professional, almost.
Okay.
Both of us. And I was underneath my sheets, fully clothed.
That's how you sleep? You're fully clothed?
Because he was there. No, I usually sleep naked or just underwear.
Got it.
But that wasn't appropriate because I was working for him. And that's not our relationship.
He couldn't work on a hotel?
Well, yeah, but why would he? Because we were hanging out. We're friends, too.
Oh,
and we were hanging out, and, why not just crash? Like, why,
Okay.
So, I had a business partner at the time that had a crush on me, and we were close friends, but he thought that there was something more to it. He lived in Oxon Hill, and I lived in Alexandria.
Right.
So, he knew that I was hanging out with this person and got nervous when I didn't answer my phone late at night. He walked in the middle of the night from Oxon Hill over the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. Before it had a walkway, he just walked on the shoulder in the middle.
Dangerous.
It was extremely dangerous and not something that anyone at the time ever thought
to do
would actually occur. Like, are you serious? Kind of it, like, someone really did that. But because he was so nervous about me being with this person, he did it. And he had a key to my apartment because we were business partners. And I worked at his house sometimes and he worked at mine. Because although we worked lived just over the bridge from each other, neither of us had cars. So
Yeah.
Anyway, getting all the way around is a big thing. Anyway, so he walked into my apartment in the middle of the night, surprised this person, said, "Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. You're my favorite so-and-so." Like, for his profession. Well, okay, it was a musician.
So
we all know it was a musician.
Someone
You're my
was
favorite,
someone famous was in your bed,
Right.
and someone you were seeing came over because they had a key.
I was not seeing him according to me, but according to him, in his
mind.
Yeah.
And he had a key to your apartment.
He did. Yeah, because
So-
we were business partners.
Okay, so instead of him being mad,
Like
if you-
on paper business partners. I just want to like we weren't just like business we were like we had a registered business.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. So instead of him being mad that he's walking in and you got some dude in your bed, but he sees he's someone famous or someone he likes.
Cried. He was upset and mad. He was sad and mad. He was
Sad
he
and
was
mad.
mad. Yeah, sad.
He was
And
mad.
this celebrity was confused as shit.
I think so.
And then fed up.
Fed up because why?
Because it's some fucked up shit to get woken up in the middle of the night by some guy crying about how you're over at your employee's apartment, at your employee and your friend's apartment. And I had just started working for him.
Right.
And I had met him maybe 6 months before under a crazy situation. I was dating his ex-employee
Okay.
that did something else for him, not what I did.
Yeah.
I didn't replace my ex-boyfriend's job. And I broke up with that guy who was also his friend that night on a crazy situation, which I will not get into here.
Okay.
Maybe if you bring me back, we'll tell that story. That's a crazy
Cool.
one.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'm still friends with this person actually,
But
and
you-
they
hold
put up
on.
with a lot of bullshit from me.
You're
so
glossing
I'm
over a
lucky.
whole bunch here.
I am, yeah. What do you want to know? Tell me.
So, like I said, your business partner that he thought there was more going on between you and him,
Correct.
who had a key to your apartment,
Yes.
comes in, sees a celebrity on your bed, and it happens to be that celebrity, not dropping names, but
He's
is someone that he
one of his
likes.
favorite celebrities.
Okay.
Right.
So instead of being mad, instead of being like,
He was mad too,
okay, so how mad was
but he was more sad. He would cry a lot
But why was he sad though? Was he sad
because
with
he
happiness?
wanted to be with me, and he thought that I was with this guy, even though
That's a lot of feelings to have at one time. Mad, sad, happy to see your favorite artist or one of your
well, he
favorite
was
artists.
living happy was like way down third.
Okay.
he was crying as he said, "You're my favorite so and so," but how could you? Yeah.
Now, was the tears for him or tears for you?
Oh no, yeah, the tears were because of me, not because of the. No, he wasn't that starstruck.
All right.
No, he could handle his own. I mean, we as partners represented other celebrities as well. He had seen celebrities before. It wasn't
But never this one?
never this particular one, but we had worked for some pretty big names.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
So then what happened? I mean, like, how did it end? I mean, you said that your celebrity friend was pretty upset.
Oh, he put on his shoes and left.
Oh.
He rolled
Wasn't trying to do it at all.
fast. Like the partner had enough time to say that before the celebrity had walked out the door.
It's no autographs.
I have plenty though. If you want one, I'll call them.
No, I'm good, thanks. I don't really chase after celebrities. Sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it because they'll probably look at you like a.
You'd be afraid. I know.
No, not well.
Yeah. They'd be afraid.
Nah. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah. Anything else you need to add to that story, in case that person hears it too?
Which person?
The celebrity that was on your bed that rolled out.
Oh, he's not gonna care. I didn't mention his name.
I know what I'm saying. Anything?
Oh, you're cool. I'll text you later.
Okay.
Love you. As a friend.
Is that person married? Don't answer that.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
No, I don't have a lot of married guy friends.
Can be trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to cause a situation. A lot of wives don't like me, so I don't want to put myself or them in that.
Yeah, I've been
Because
there
I
too.
don't deal with drama anymore
A lot
after.
Most of my friends are females, and some of them are married. Some of them have boyfriends, and
And
they're
the guys see you as a threat.
always. I'm just like, if I was a threat, I've been a threat before now. So what are you worried about? You know. But I mean, when you look like this,
Well, maybe you're just like, the side
Intimidating?
piece the whole time.
I think if I was a side piece, they wouldn't have gone nowhere. I wouldn't have even been a side piece. I'm the whole piece.
You never know. Sometimes you're a side piece and you don't know it.
I know. I know.
Really?
I know. Like you, I got that gut feeling.
It's happened to me before.
That's you.
Well, no, I kind of knew in my gut.
See,
I really knew in my gut. This
gut
is another
doesn't lie.
celebrity situation.
you gotta listen to your gut.
Situationship.
That's probably a song somewhere. Listen to your gut. If it's not, there you go.
I think it's a Pepto commercial.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Cool. Cool. So, is there anything else you want to tell the audience before we wrap this thing up?
Don't eat meat.
Don't eat meat. That's not
Oh, that's not in relationships. I mean, just in
That's
your
right, 'cause
meals.
you're-
Just in the meal.
You're a vegan.
You should eat meat in relationships because that's good, but not
Oof.
when you eat food because that's bad.
But I mean, God put animals here for a reason,
Yeah, to
and
play.
they'd eat us if we don't eat them.
I've never been eaten by an animal.
Not yet.
That's not true. I had a dog bit me once.
See, there you go.
But he didn't eat me. He wasn't like trying to digest me. He just wanted to
But you know,
protect himself.
if you're a cat lady and you died in your house, cats will start to eat you. Like,
Ew, I'm not a cat lady.
letting you know,
That's
they'll do that.
no.
They'll eat you.
Well, no, it's just bad for you to eat meat. That's why. That's my main.
I think everything in moderation. Gotta find that yin and that yang, that Wu Tang.
Yeah. That's a Capadonna album, Yin and the Yang.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
But now I know, and no one's half the battle.
Shout out. Yeah, everything in moderation except for weed
Oh, just go hard on that. No
and
limits.
good music.
Good music. All right. Words to live by. All right, peoples. So we're gonna wrap this up here. I'm just gonna drop a few of the sites where you can find the podcast. Obviously, you'll be able to find the video on YouTube. So you can find us, of course, firstly at anchor.fm/the dating game. Find us on Twitter at Date Game Podcast, Instagram at the Dating Game 2021. And on YouTube, the link is super long, but if you're watching this on YouTube, you don't need the link. And also we're on Facebook as well. And that's /the-dating game. Or maybe the hyphen's not in there. I don't know. You'll find us. Just type it in there. Also, look for a few links I'm going to pop in there too for the first podcast I do with a friend of mine. His YouTube is called Today in My Life. That's just King Smith, Today in My Life. He may have changed it, but there's a hilarious dating story that I dropped on there. It currently has over 13,000 listens or views, which is still blowing my mind, but I guess people are laughing at me or with me, but probably at me, because it's a hilarious 3-part dating story. It's about 30 minutes long. You got to give it a listen.
I want to laugh at you more.
But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop that link in there, down in the description somewhere. All right, but as always, I don't have a ending right now. I'm still working on that. Julie, you got anything for us?
Nothing that wouldn't be ripped off of another talk show.
That's true.
Sorry, not very original right now. It's late.
Yeah, it's only episode 3. There's plenty of time. We'll get there. We'll all
Time
get
for
there.
another no, I'm not gonna say.
With the Mickey Mouse thing?
Yeah, no.
No?
No, I don't own stock in Disney anymore, Scoop.
Got it. All right, y'all. But as always, it's been a pleasure, and we'll check you guys later.
Oh, how about peace out?
Girl Scout. That's a wrap.